Why didn't someone stop it? I don't think they have censorship. And the guy has to do it himself. He and his editor have to do it. The editor, it's NBC News, that was NBC News. The editor and him have to decide, are we going to let this out? Because once it goes out onto the video stations, any video in the world can pick it up. And again, what you're hearing is that they're just playing that over and over and over and over again on all the Middle Eastern television stations, just that's what American troops do. And that's not what American troops do, to my knowledge. It's not what you guys do. I think many of you guys know people in the reserves, and we're in the, that's what we do.
You put him in the war. I mean, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah, but it's not the normal behavior of an American soldier, except under pressure. Some terrorist is about to blow himself up. If this guy with the hat over here is a terrorist, he said, if you're a terrorist and you got a bomb on you, and you're about to blow yourself up, or I think you're about to blow yourself up, I guess I'm going to try to shoot you. I mean, that's unfortunately what the world's become. Pretty gruesome. Pretty gruesome. Not pleasant. Okay, well, I guess it's a good background to Black Elk, because I guess what we're seeing here in this book. So it's not probably a discussion that's so far off the mark. You guys are seem to be very quiet. Very sincere. What's the money? Right in the exam coming up? Is that it? Okay. So we're not going to get to all Black Elk before the exam, so we're only going to be able to do a little part of it. I'm in a Lakota of the Oglala Band, chapter 2. He tells when he was born. I'd never seen a Wasichu. A Wasichu is an important concept here. And of course, you see how he was a little boy in the Indian village. That would be saying the Wasichus are coming would be like saying the boogeyman is coming. So even for the young Indian, we can call them that, Native American Indian, it's hard to keep saying Native American, but young people, Wasichu was like, the devil is coming. So you say, well, they weren't talking about me, you, and this class. They're talking about some other guys who are nothing to do with me. No, they're talking about us. Because they didn't see that we were one was different than the other. Even though Neihart is a different kind of person, let's say, than some of the Indian agents who might have been doing a bit corrupt or whatever, or not doing a fair job or something like that of their responsibilities. I mean, when things are portrayed to the young generation, a Wasichu is a Wasichu, and that's all. They don't no, I'm an Asian American, I'm not a Wasichu. If you're in America and you're in the U.S. Army, you're a Wasichu. So, you know, I wasn't here at that time. My ancestors weren't here at that time. You know, my people came from Central Europe someplace. You don't have to bother doing that. No, I'll just do it. Well, you'll get some anyway. We'll maybe use it for the next time. But yeah, get it every time. You know, my people weren't here, but I accept responsibility for what we did in this country. You know, I mean, people who settled this country were involved in these things, and we have to recognize it. Only one, I think, free of this are the Native Americans, so they're not totally free either, because they were doing it to, I don't mean to hurt their feelings, they were doing it to some extent to each other. I mean, if you want to go back to the original conquest, and I'm sure most of you don't care about these things, but Cortez in Mexico, for instance, how could he conquer the whole Aztec Empire with about 250 men? There's no way that he could conquer the whole Aztec Empire with 250 men, even though he had perhaps superior armament. Because even the pictures of the battles, they would, when the Indians started the fight, they would kill the horses of his troopers and you know, drag them down, and in sheer numbers would be able to kill a substantial number of his followers. And the only way he was able to do it was that the Indians themselves were divided, and there were lots of groups that the Aztecs had been lording it over, and they supported Cortez, and he used that support to undermine. In other words, he placed himself at the head of an alliance of unhappy Native Americans who didn't like the Aztecs. And then, of course, he betrayed the people who supported him. That is, he enslaved all of them too. Once he got enough Spanish people of his own mindset over here, then he, you know, put the iron fist on them too. But when he was defeated in one of the battles,